you under a contract or retainer with Anna Nicole Smith with regard to that estate litigation?
Yes, it was a contingency fee arrangement.
And is that litigation still pending?
Yes, it is.
And what's the potential return on that?
Well, right now we have a judgment in the Ninth Circuit that's worth approximately $100 million, but it's up on appeal.
What's your piece of it? What share do you receive of that amount?
Your Honor, well,
Am I going in an area?
what if it's attorney-client privilege?
All right, strike that question. Strike that question.
That's incorrect.
There's no one here speaking on behalf of Ms. Smith. It's my problem. I'm asking that question, and there's...
Well, we have $100 million, and he has a contingency fee.
What is
So we know it's somewhere in a 30 to 40% range.
No, I was for personal counsel. I think it's about 5%.
Since Anna Nicole is no longer alive, how does Anna Nicole support you now?
She's not going to. I have to work. I'm going to go back. I'm not an incompetent person.
Where are you going to go back, sir?
Where? I went to a good college. I went to a good law school.
My question is, where
I have
Let him
skills.
finish. Let him finish. There's a question on it.
I have skills. Now, in terms of what I'm going to do, honestly, right now I'm trying to deal with the death of Anna Nicole, and I haven't thought about it.
Now with two people clutching, grabbing, screaming, "She's mine, she's mine," a judge might need the wisdom of King Solomon to sort out the matter between those who claim to love Anna Nicole so much. Well, perhaps the simple suggestion: cut the body in half and give a part to each side. In the Bible, that worked. But as our friends at Countdown show us, Judge Larry Seidlin's brand of courtroom wisdom is very different.
I'm a product of a college in the Bronx, Hunter College, that produced school teachers. I guess it was no accident that I did this. I have a love of students. I'll give you a chance to speak. I remember when I was in Hunter College, I was taking it was philosophy. They said, "Seidlin, I don't know whether they give you an A or an A+. I never gave an A+ before." I kidded him. I said, "Set precedent. The first rule of a lawyer is don't call a witness unless you know what the answer's gonna be. People just get worn out. It's like a Muhammad Ali fight. Sometimes you have to wait the whole 10 rounds. Sometimes it was 1 round. If you can't win with A, you're gonna wanna win with B, or you want both of them. A little bit from A and a little bit from B. You know I'm right on the money. I jogged almost 4 miles this morning. My head's as clear as a bell. Milstein, unfortunately, he's a great lawyer.
Thank you.
He's got a cold today, a stress cold probably. Milstein, your cold getting any better? The natural father would speak for the child under the probate statute.
Bless you.
See, it's true. You sneezed. I'm gonna get you some juice. Get you juice. Have a seat. Have a seat. When I used to teach tennis, I used to wear white shorts and a white top. It always looked good. You look good. In the old days, I'd take you in the back room and we would be chopping down some trees. But I remember what Alderman said to Ehrlichman. What are we doing? And we're just in the wind. We're having things changing. And to succeed in life, you have to keep changing with those changes. Otherwise, you fail. They tell you there's no more smoking in the courthouse. Judges used to smoke cigars, some of them. It's a lot of hot air till I can sit on it, and Milstein can sit on it. And you all aren't letting me do that anyway. It's not who talks louder, it's who signs the report card at the end. Well, no, there's no circus here, my friend. Don't tell me to hold on. Don't tell me to hold on. I don't use that term. It turns me off that way. But don't think I'm buying a Brooklyn Bridge here either. Wheels of justice aren't always round, those wheels. Sometimes they're a little bit square, and it's a bumpy ride like the Old West, where it's a bumpy ride. And I'm not always gonna be on that ride with you.
Reportedly, Judge Seidlin may be interested in his own, you guessed it, TV show. Stay tuned to MSNBC for the latest on the Anna Nicole story. The hearing resumes tomorrow morning, 10:30. We'll have it live. Thanks for being with us. Good night.
Tonight, 2 turbulent days in Florida as the court battle over Anna Nicole Smith's body comes to a head.
Please help us.
Her mother describes a daughter lost.
That person is not my daughter.
Anna Nicole's companion, Howard Stern, describes her decline and fall.
Anna Nicole was on prescription medication at different times. When you say drugs, I don't want to give the impression she was using anything.
Was she abusing these drugs?
And for the first time in court, we hear from the man who says he is the father of Danny Lynn.
She maintained a baby book in the hospital where she wrote my name in as the daddy.
Explosive charges from all sides.
Mr. Stern, you can laugh at me all you want. Are you or are you not the biological father of Danny Lynn under the laws of this state?
All presided over by a judge who is quickly becoming a household name.
You guys gotta sort of put up or shut up on this thing.
This is MSNBC Reports. Anna Nicole Smith, the legal drama.
Good evening. I'm Contessa Brewer. Anna Nicole's mother and her companion Howard K. Stern are facing off, each desperate to decide what to do with Anna Nicole's remains. But today, the man who isn't trying to claim her body stole the show. Larry Burkhead was Anna Nicole's boyfriend at one point and insists he's the father of little Danny Lynn. And when he took the stand, the carnival in the courtroom quieted so he could tell his story.
It appeared.
When did you meet Miss Smith? What year?
In 2003.
And what event was it that you met her at?
I met her at the Barnstable Brown charity party in conjunction with the Kentucky Derby.
And what happened next, if anything?
She was there in 2003 and no contact until she returned in 2004. And after that event, Mr. Stern and I had contact about a future event, and I was invited by Anna Nicole via Mr. Stern to attend that event and take photographs. And after that, I was asked to go to another event personally by Mrs. Smith, and then our relationship went from a professional relationship to a personal relationship.
When did it become professional to personal?
I would say in July and August of 2004, we had...
July of 04?
Yes, sir.
What was Stern's relationship with her at that point in July 04?
He was her...
What?
Attorney. He was her, kind of her publicist. He was her manager. He secured offers for her. He was her friend. He ran errands. He did personal things for her. And he was kind of multitasking.
Did you know whether or not they had an intimate relationship?
I know the answer to that.
What's the answer?
The answer is no, they did not, because I moved in with Mrs. Smith in August of 2005.
Were you guys exclusive during that year?
Yes, sir.
She just would be with you for that year?
If you're, are you
from July 04 to August 05?
Yes, sir.
What was Stern's reaction, if any, towards your relationship with her?
He interfered quite a bit in our relationship, and
describe.
He canceled. There were times that Anna and Nicole and I wanted to do things, public events, and a couple of instances he canceled tickets that we had to a basketball game. There was a time that there was a time because he was fearing that we would be seen in public, is what I was told by Anna Nicole and what I heard him say to Anna Nicole. When I moved in with Anna at her request, Mr. Stern, he had his own apartment at the time, but he would often come over and he would sleep on the couch down below our bedroom, or he would have his run of the house, and sometimes he would stay there. Sometimes Anna Nicole would be, I would ask him to leave, or we would have to try to ensure our privacy in some way, in any way we can, in her own home. But I stayed living there until I think April of 2005. Anna suggested that because of the tension inside the house, it wasn't just Mr. Stern, there were other people in the home that were interfering in our relationship, and we didn't have a lot of time, that she also suggested that the possibility of us obtaining a place through in another part of the city for us to go kind of as a safe haven or a place to retreat to, that I would have my things at.
Did you find another place?
Yes, sir.
Was your head on the pillow 7 nights a week?
With Anna Nicole?
Yes.
Most nights, yes, sir. Another reason why that I got my own place and our own place, whatever you want to classify it, the place was in my actual name, but you know, it was suggested by her and agreed upon by both of us. Is because Anna Nicole had suffered a miscarriage with my child, and it was creating tension because...
Month and year?
January, she notified me she was pregnant of...
January of what year?
2005. And she miscarried in February of 2005.
Then what happens?
She thought I blamed her for the miscarriage. We had a little bit of tension, also due to the interference internally in the home. That's when we decided, not that we just wanted to break away from some of the things that were going on in the home, and also I felt like it was best because I wanted to be an individual, maintain my own financial place. There was a time in November and December of 2005 where Ms. Smith went to South Carolina. She was distraught over a video that aired, and she said she needed to get away. She went to see a wealthy gentleman in South Carolina.
You don't have to tell me his name.
That I had introduced her to on a vacation there with my family. She stayed there for over a month, came back New Year's Eve. When she came back New Year's Eve, we reconciled our differences from the fact that she left.
And what were you doing for the month she was gone?
Well, I spent Thanksgiving at Carl's Jr. eating a cheeseburger because I thought we were supposed to spend it together, but that wasn't the case.
How was February 06? What happens then, if anything?
February 2006, prior to Anna Nicole departing for the Supreme Court appearance to fight for her, or where they were going to hear her late husband's estate case, or however you want to say that, Anna Nicole informed me that we were expecting another child since we previously had a miscarriage.
How long is she pregnant, according to her?
Well, she really didn't know for sure, but we were trying to figure out the time frames. And
whether it was you or South Carolina?
Well, I asked her that, and she smacked me and said, I'm not...
She said what?
She smacked me, and she says, I'm not a whore, you dummy. So after, I guess, February on down into, up until the time she left for the Bahamas, we planned for the child. We picked out baby names. We shopped for things on the internet. She asked me to pick out a wedding ring for her. She got on the day before she left for the Supreme Court. She got on the Tiffany's.com website and asked me to pick out a ring for her. And I told her that we might need to go to a different website. Like I said, we planned, prepared. We talked a couple times marriage. We talked, you know, the future, what it was going to be like. She sent me out to get things for the baby. I bought her presents for Mother's Day, maternity clothes. I bought her she asked me again around Mother's Day about a wedding ring, and she said she didn't want to be a single mother. She maintained a baby book in the hospital where she wrote my name in as the daddy, and I put my thumbprint, and she put her thumbprint as the mom. And I felt sorry for Mr. Stern because he had no role. I knew his interest in her, and I knew his level of interest, and I didn't want to offend him.
And what was it?
I think he was romantically interested in her. At that time, I asked her, I said, you know, Howard's over here, I feel kind of bad for him. And she said, come here, Howard. And she said, you put your thumbprint here. And she wrote Uncle Howard in the baby book.
Coming up, the judge gets to the point and asks Larry Burkhead why he's just so sure that he's the father of little Danny Lynn. And we hear from both Anna's mother and Howard Stern on the role drugs played in Anna's life. Her mother says they were her downfall. But Stern says she wasn't on anything illegal, and he doesn't think she was taking methadone when she died. Plus, we hear from Anna Nicole in a new interview played in court.
If you purchased or refinanced your home a couple of years ago and you got one of those adjustable teaser rates to qualify, well, you may be facing an increase that could raise your monthly payment by hundreds of dollars. What can you do? Well, just call or log on to ditech.com and refinance to a low fixed rate. With Ditech, you can feel confident that you're being taken care of every step of the way. Call 1-800-71-FIXED or log on to ditech.com, a GMAC company.
I'm Darren Anderson, President of the National Association of Payday Lenders. We want you always to use payday advances responsibly. Payday advances are never designed to be a long-term financial solution. It is one way to deal with unplanned short-term expenses. Please borrow only what you feel comfortable paying back when it's due. This seal is your assurance that you're dealing with a responsible lender.
Always use payday advances responsibly.
This is you. You've awakened in the dark because your sleep aid didn't give you a full night of sleep. And all you can do is lie there and wish you could go back to sleep. Tomorrow, ask your doctor about Lunesta. Non-narcotic Lunesta can help you sleep 7 to 8 peaceful, quiet hours. Lunesta helps you fall asleep quickly, so take it right before bed. Be sure you have at least 8 hours to devote to sleep before becoming active. Always talk to your doctor first before taking sleep aids for extended periods. Until you know how you'll react to Lunesta, you should not drive or operate machinery. Do not take Lunesta with alcohol. Most sleep medicines carry some risk of dependency. Side effects may include unpleasant taste, headache, drowsiness, and dizziness. Tomorrow night, leave the rest to Lunesta.
If BMW has designed brakes so intelligent they talk to the rain sensor, and when told it's raining, they apply just enough friction to stay dry and in control. An idea that's arrived not a moment too soon. Lease a BMW 328i for $349 a month until February 28th.
Looking for the perfect car? Comcast can help. Just press 888 on your digital cable remote and browse through all our Searchlight automotive listings. Browse through hundreds of pre-owned vehicles on demand. It's easy and it's free for Comcast digital cable customers. Visit Searchlight Auto Classifieds now to find a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles from Performance Chevrolet. A better way to shop from Comcast and Performance Chevrolet. Searchlight. What are you looking for?
Are you the biological father of Danny Lynn?
Objection, come on.
He testified
Wait a
yesterday
second.
under oath that he was the natural father of Danny Lynn under the laws of Bahama. Bahama does not recognize a biological father, and the laws in this state list the natural father as a biological father. Mr. Stern, you can laugh at me all you want. Are you or are you not the biological father of Danny Lynn under the laws of this state?
Objection. All right. Now you can have a seat. You did well.
Though this was supposed to be a hearing about Anna Nicole's remains, the question kept popping up. Who's Danny Lynn's daddy? And Larry Burkhead made it clear to the court he believes he's the only person who could be.
Any children?
One.
How old?
5 months, 6 months.
Oh, okay. That's that little girl we always talk about. Danny Lynn. The father of Daniel Lynn, Danny Lynn, has to be either you, Stern, or South Carolina.
No, sir.
I say it would have to be one of those three. Am I right? It
No,
couldn't
sir.
go beyond those three?
Well, I say one of the two, me or the South Carolina, but if you want to include him.
Yes.
That's fine.
He's, yes. Therefore, in your eyes, it has to be one of those three.
Yes, sir.
South Carolina.
Which is out of vasectomy.
Whoa.
So we're narrowing down here.
We're narrowing down. But once in a while, even with that.
Well, he's willing to be here to help if he can expedite the situation.
All right, you're starting to sound like a lawyer. And you and Mr. Stern.
Yes, sir.
Those are the three.
Yes, sir.
There's no one else.
No, sir, because when I was in, and I excluded even those two others.
Well, I understand.
And the reason why.
No, don't get into that. It would be self-serving.
It's based on doctors.
Well, of course, paternity will be decided another day, but time is running out in this case. The medical examiner has called several times in the middle of the courtroom to say that Anna Nicole's body is decomposing more quickly than expected, and he says it's imperative the judge decide who gets the remains and decide it soon.
It started with an inquiry where she was telling me to look at places in Los Angeles, to look at Maryland, and to look at places near Marilyn Monroe, and then also to look at places in the Bahamas. So we had numerous discussions, and by the time she decided that, when she told me, she said, I am here and I want my son to be here, and this is where we're going to be, this is home. At that point, she initially told me that she wanted me to look into mausoleums. So I went down to Lakeview and I looked at mausoleums, and they only had a mausoleum for 2 people, and it would have taken 6 months to order a mausoleum for 4. So then she wanted me to look into how secure the ground plots were and whether bugs could get to the body, because both she and Daniel were afraid of bugs.
Mr. Arthur, you said that you bought 6 plots when you were young. Can you tell us who those 6 plots were for?
My husband, myself, and our 4 children.
Which husband?
Donald Hart.
Is that who you're married to now?
No.
Okay.
He's the one who helped raise our children. We raised our children together.
All right, but so when you bought the plots, the intention was not for the same people that really exist today. Is that correct? In your family?
Yes, but we still have the plots.
I understand. And did you ever anticipate that maybe your children would have spouses and they want to be buried with them?
Yeah, in the same cemetery.
If your children get married, do you have control over where they decide to be buried with if they decide to be buried with their spouse?
Maybe not control, but I'd like to have influence.
Did you have any discussions with your daughter during her lifetime about marriage and where she wanted to be buried?
Other than the family plot, no.
Since she always had a desire to be in California, and that was her home, outside of just the paternity battle, that's where I would have preferred her to be.
In California.
That's where I would have preferred her to be. However, since her son has passed away, I know he didn't want to go to the Bahamas. I know he called California his home. I hate that he's there, but I'm having a tough time with the decision because of...
You are? How about me?
If and when I get the daughter that I know and believe is mine, she won't live in the Bahamas, so is that a place that she's going to have to travel to go see her brother in her mother's grave?
It's a long car ride, huh?
Coming up, a big question since Anna Nicole's death. Were drugs to blame? Up next, Anna's mother tells the judge she blames all of Anna's problems on substance abuse. But Howard K. Stern says drugs had not taken over Anna's life, and that as far as he knows, she was not on methadone when she died. And both Anna's mom and Stern talk about whether they're making money off Anna now that she's dead. Plus, Stern talks about who paid their bills when she was alive.
And when you went to a restaurant, who paid the check?
Anna paid for most things. She paid for everything, basically.
When you bought a pair of shoes, who paid for that?
I didn't buy too many pairs of shoes, but she did.
Did she give you a credit card?
No.
Lexmark printers go to work for some of the world's most important companies. In fact, 75% of the top banks, retailers, and pharmacies use Lexmark. And now, that same performance can work for your home, too. Introducing Lexmark's new all-in-one. With professional features and a protection guarantee that includes next business day replacement, Lexmark is ready to go to work for you.
We don't build trucks. We engineer them. We don't settle for existing technology. We invent new ways of taking it further. We don't look at innovation as a means to an end, but rather as a way to give you every advantage possible. Because at the end of the day, you're the one in the driver's seat. Honda Trucks. Now get APR financing as low as 0.9% on select Honda Trucks for well-qualified buyers.
Well, I certainly didn't gain weight because I hate food. I love to eat, and who wants to feel hungry? The South Beach diet is the most delicious diet I've ever been on.
Millions have lost weight on the South Beach diet, and now SouthBeachDiet.com personalizes the program just for you.
My menus, my shopping list. SouthBeachDiet.com makes it so easy to lose weight.
Register at SouthBeachDiet.com today and begin with 7 days of personalized menus, recipes, and shopping lists absolutely free. Log on today.
Between my two phone bills, it's probably about $60 a month.
About $150.
Probably $100 a month.
With Vonage, it's just $24.99 a month for unlimited local and long distance. Call now and get 1 month free, including free calls to the U.S., Canada, Puerto Rico, and Europe. And all the cool features you could ever want are included. Over 20 in all. That's a savings of up to 50% on your phone bill.
Call 1-800-975-3685.
The best news show that doesn't feel like one. Countdown with Keith Olbermann, weeknights at 8. Tomorrow, will American Idol fans truly be the deciders, or is this election rigged? Joe's got the latest Idol chatter, Scarborough Country, MSNBC tomorrow at 9.
When I knew that she was really deep into drugs, I would have went and kidnapped her. I would have done everything I could possibly do. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to quit.
No.
The drugs took her over, and that picture you saw on TV yesterday, that was not my daughter.
Though Virgie Arthur claimed her daughter had a long history of substance abuse, she hadn't seen Anna Nicole in years. But Howard K. Stern spent long days and nights with her, and the judge was particularly interested in hearing what Howard had to say about Anna's dependence on drugs.
Anna Nicole took prescription medication at times for depression. She did.
Did she have more than one doctor prescribing these drugs?
Not that I'm aware of.
These drugs all came from one doctor?
Well, at different times, she had different doctors. She had, are you saying?
I'm asking, did she have prescription drugs at the same time from different doctors? Where they get multiple drugs from different doctors. Dr. A doesn't know Dr. B prescribed drugs. So they're sitting there with the pharmacy.
She had more than one doctor. I believe her doctors knew about each other.
Could you have stopped her from taking these drugs?
Your
From
Honor,
these prescription drugs? Could you have stopped it?
Your Honor, after her son passed away.
Prior?
I talked to her about it. And she did cut down a lot on medication that she took. Can anybody stop someone else entirely? I mean, we're jumping the gun here.
Well, I'm jumping a gun. I got a gun to my head. I got to decide by Friday at noon.
Anna, when she made her decisions, was pretty clear on her decisions. And I don't think that medication influenced her decisions.
Phrase to me, or give your impression of her mental state.
I think that Anna had a very clear head at times. I think at other times her head was not as clear.
And why was it clear?
Well, I mean, a lot of times it would be from stress. A lot of times it would be just because she couldn't deal with the pressure that she was put under.
And when her head wasn't clear, was drugs contributing to that fog?
Sometimes not. Sometimes not.
Isn't the fact that one of the drugs she took was methadone?
She took methadone, but not during, in my presence for sure, not over the last 5 months.
She took methadone prior to the last 5 months?
She did.
And are you aware that methadone is a narcotic?
Sir, I know it's a prescription medicine. It may or may not be a narcotic.
Who was the doctor that you say prescribed the drugs?
It was a doctor named Dr. Kapoor.
Was he in the Bahamas?
No, he was,
How do you spell that man's name?
well, it's all over the media. His name is, I believe it's Kapoor.
While Anna Nicole's former boyfriend, Larry Burkhead, accused Howard Stern in court of helping to supply Anna Nicole with drugs, even when she was in the hospital being treated for her addictions.
She was in the hospital for 2 weeks because she was trying to get off medications, or she was having an adverse reaction to medications while in the hospital, or previous addictions to medications before she went into the hospital. At one point she was on, they had her on a drip.
She's pregnant and now she's taking medication.
She was taking medications before and during pregnancy.
Were you concerned about that?
I was very concerned about that because we already had one miscarriage, and every time she put something in her mouth, I thought that's if
it would affect,
yes, sir,
the welfare of the child,
and her too as well. And so we had a couple clashes in the hospital room because she and Mr. Stern brought in a duffel bag, and when there wasn't enough administered through the drips that she was on, they were taken out of the bag and taken on top of the drugs that they were given at the hospital, and thwarting the efforts by the hospital to get her off the medications. After that stay in the hospital, she returned home to her home in Studio City, and I came back, and I think that was around right before Mother's Day, first week of May, and there was still some I guess agitation about the medications, and so I would oftentimes correct her and say, you know, please don't take this, and she would take the medication against, she wouldn't follow the labels on the medication. She would take sometimes double, sometimes whatever dosage she felt like she needed, and I asked her why she did it, and she said because she had a high tolerance. And I said, whatever you're doing could affect the baby, please don't. At one particular point, she slipped into what I call a seizure-like state, and I had to help her to the bathroom and pick her up and take her and put her.
Coming up, we hear from Anna Nicole in a new interview played in court. She talks about not liking her own mother, but that's not what her mother had to say in court today. Plus, both Howard K. Stern and Anna's mom answer tough questions about whether they're getting paid for interviews. And Stern talks about who's footing the bill now that Anna Nicole is dead.
How healthy are your eyes? To help them stay healthy, try new Eye Health and Vitality from Bayer Nutritional Science. It supports healthy cells and tissues in the eye with a unique formula containing lutein and zeaxanthin. Eye Health